This is about just making decisions on what's best for who you want to become. And if you're saying, if you're that drunk ass dad passed out all day long the next day, worthless, unproductive, with a hangover, not even, just enjoying life, it's like, don't be that guy. What you said is like you're tired of it affecting it, being with your kids. And that regret is your guiding light. If you're behaving, you need to be understanding, like, be aware of this. If your conscience is telling you, is like, hey, that was stupid. Hey, you're better than that. Hey, why did you do that? Like, that's your guiding light on how to proceed and move forward in the future. So what needs to happen is, like, in those moments, because you have a decision and we all have the power of choice. It's like, in those moments, you have the power to decide, am I going to behave and act like this man, or am I going to act and behave like this man? Am I going to be somebody that I'm proud of, or am I going to be somebody that I'm going to regret? And it's going to have to be like that every single time that you come up with that scenario. Because guess what? Your friends are going to want to invite you out and have fun again and again and again. That's never going to stop, right? Same thing with food. It's not like you're going to wake up one day and be like, oh, I don't like my favorite foods. That's never going to happen. You're always going to love your favorite foods, period. What needs to change is how we respond to those situations. If those behaviors are causing you regret and you're sending me messages like, man, I'm so tired of this, then that is a clear indicator that you need to really assess if you want to continue those actions. And if it's not, you got to draw a hard line in the sand and not negotiate or rationalize, because if you do, you're just going to repeat the behaviors eventually. You have to step into becoming that man that you want to be. And then nobody's going to do it for you. Your kids ain't going to do it for you. I'm not going to do it for you. You're going to have to make those decisions on a daily basis of who it is that you want to be. If you're tired of living like that, then stop living like that. And in any time you start feeling some kind of way or you want to get urged, I'm here for you, man. You can reach out. But not after the fact. That's the kind of the thing. It can't be after the fact. It needs to be like in that moment of weakness. I had the same, I don't know if you saw I had the same struggles, bro. It's like when I was drinking, dude, I was either like really, really like celebratory mood, or I was coping with my stress. And it started, let me just, I made a post about this like 2 days ago. I was like, I just want to let loose, have fun, and just relax. Well, sometimes that initial just want to relax went too far, and I would pass out prematurely. I would say mean things to the people that I love. I would act a fool. And even like sometimes the next day, I wouldn't even remember. And it's embarrassing. And I was regretful. And like it was stupid. And it wasn't until I actually started viewing that behavior as a direct threat. When you start doing that, when you start perceiving like, okay, this is a direct threat to causing problems, and you treat it like that, then the answer just becomes really easy. But if you look at it nonchalant, oh, I'm just kicking it with my boys. Oh, I'm just watching the game. Oh, I'm just trying to enjoy myself. Oh, I'm just trying to let loose. If you look at it like that, that's how you're going to treat it. However, if you look at it like, nah, man, this is the root cause of a lot of my problems. When you start treating it like that, it becomes a whole lot easier just to be like, you know what, I'm good. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like you're going to have to be an adult and make that decision. Like, if I cannot put myself in these environments without participating and behaving like in a manner that's going to make me regret, then you don't need to go. Don't put yourself in those environments. And then people will be like, well, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to enjoy life? Well, you wasn't enjoying life that next day, were you? No. So, yeah, it's just, and that's the part of, I think that's the part where a lot of people, they get to a point and they got to realize is like, they have to become a different person. And a lot of people resist that. Well, I want to keep my same life. Well, keep the same shitty life with the same shitty results. If that's what you want. Or if you want a better life with better results, we need to have better behaviors. That's it. You need to really take a big look in the mirror and be like, is this who I want to be? And if the answer is no, then we're going to work on putting steps together of you changing. And you're going to have to battle every single day. You're going to have to battle every single weekend. It's going to be constant. But that's okay, because it'll be worth it. Or like I said, you just be the passed out drunk ass version, like worthless man. Like, and we both know that nobody wants that. Right? You're like, you got to take it. You have to take it with like some seriousness and some urgency, because if you don't, you're going to wake up and things are going to be really bad. And think about this. How pissed, how selfish. I'm just going to coach you straight. Like, how selfish for you to do that to your body, to put yourself in a situation to where you leave your children fatherless because he was too stupid to stop his behaviors, and then now he's sick. Now who's going to take care of your family? Some other man? That was one of my main reasons. Is like, when I started viewing it as a direct threat, I was like, David, it's like, you better get your act together, because I'm not going to allow this to tear my family apart and have some other man raise my children. Hell no. So I started addressing my behaviors. You lost focus, but that doesn't mean that you have to lose focus this weekend. Anytime you start to get the urgency and the itch to start doing that, you call me. Don't text me. Don't message me. You call me, okay? I'll walk you through it, unless I'm in a meeting with somebody else or anything like that. But it's like, I'll walk you through it, and I'll set you straight, and I'll be your support. All right?
Sounds good.
Okay. You'll crush the rest of your day. Pick yourself up. Handle your business, and let's go make it a great week.